You have heard okay. You have heard of Ilka Abqari before. But what do you think of Ilka Abqari? You ingat apa yang you ingat? Apakah itu? What do you think that is? What is Ilka Abqari all about? Okay, Ilka Abqari ni untuk English sahaja ke?
Tak.
No.
Okay. So Ilka Abqari is not meant only for one language. It is meant for any language that you are using to do or to get your assignments done. All right. So Ilka Abqari is not built for one language per se. It is kalau you ambil Mandarin, perhaps you can use that for Mandarin. You can use that for your Arabic language. You can use that for Bahasa Melayu. You can use Ilka Abqari for BM. All right, for every language that requires you to do a presentation. Okay. Another question is that I just want to make sure that you know what Ilka Abqari is all about. Kita nak clarify dulu. Okay, number 2, do you think that it is only for oral presentation? Do you think Ilka Abqari is only for oral presentation?
Tak.
No.
Tak.
Okay. So Ilka Abqari untuk apa? You boleh pakai untuk apa lagi?
Writing.
Sorry?
For our writing.
Yes. When you write your essay, you can use the Ilka Abqari style. Okay, I tak nak cakap. I don't want to use the word format because nanti you rasa macam very rigid and you don't have the freedom. No, I don't want you to be very restricted. I nak you be as creative as possible, but at the same time kita nak make sure that you are grounded. Sebab kalau kita bagi you, we let you go, alright, we let you fly everywhere. Alright, okay, nanti you terbang mata-rata, nanti you tak grounded. Alright, so because we know that you are gifted and talented students. Alright, kita tahu that you are gifted and talented students. And gifted and talented students, they always need some guides. Alright, especially when it comes to presentation. Sebab kalau kita bagi je one topic, nanti you cerita lah macam-macam A to Z. But the thing is, the A to Z is not systematically done. A, B, C, D, E, F, G sampai Z. Dia jadi A, K, W, Z. Macam tu tau. Dia berterabur. Alright, so by giving you the style, it will make sure that you are not haywired in your process. Ini kita panggil cognitive kan. So kita tahu kita punya gifted and talented learners ni, when it comes to cognitive, dia punya proses memang I tak nak cakap wild kan, tapi just like it goes everywhere. Alright, so by having this Ilka Abqari kita, we are hoping that it can somehow guide you. You have a guidance when it comes to presentation, be it oral ataupun writing. Alright, so and when you even when you come up with a poster, ikut style Ilka Abqari pun boleh juga. So in a way, this model ataupun this style of presentation tu maknanya any presentation, any form of presentation, dia akan it will make you more organized. Okay, sebab kita tahu you all pandai dan you punya ideas ada rata-rata. So we are trying to keep you sane and keep all of us sane at the same time. Alright, okay. Itulah tujuan dia kenapa kita ada Ilka Abqari. Okay. And anyway, we are gonna have there are a lot of competitions coming in. Baru PPD semua nak start with competitions. We have public speaking. We have a lot of things happening in the very near future. kita ada hari kebangsaan, kita ada banyak nanti competitions. So we are hoping that you use this Kak Abu Qori as a model ataupun as a guide for you to present your essays ke ataupun your video public speaking. Kalau public speaking kan, so you record your video, you use the Kak Abu Qori model. Okay, so I'm not sure whether your lecturers tak kisahlah Arabic ke English ke Malay ke the chemistry, your STEM teachers, your STEM lecturers have told you ataupun have shared with you how do you go about presenting something using Kak Abu Qori. I'm not sure whether they have done that. Tapi my job in Sezul and our Kak Abu Qori team, we are trying to share with all of you how do we go about it step by step. So I'm going to share you the slide. Ada question tak so far? Ada tak anything that you want to... Abu Qori itu apa maknanya? What does Abu Qori means?
Intelligent. Genius.
Yeah. A towering characteristic and sikap yang terpuji kan Abu Qori tu. Okay, so kita tak nak you jadi a great speaker, a great writer sahaja. Kita tak nak you semua boleh jadi a great speaker. Anybody can become a great speaker. But we want you to be an effective speaker or an effective writer. The reason why we come up with this. Alright, kita nak jadi you ada that towering characteristics. So sikap terpuji, walaupun you genius, you gifted, but you do have that. When you do your presentation, you always think of the society. Macam tu. When you do your presentation, kita tak ada sono. Okay, kita bagi tajuk kat you kan. Kita bagi tajuk, contohnya, contoh sekejap bagi you one topic. Humanity and anti-vaccination nation. Contoh kan. So kita bagi you topik macam tu. You can write anything about it. From A to Z, anything. You can talk about anything about the anti-vaccination nation. You can talk anything about humanity. Alright, tapi when you talk about it, straight away you think, what are the benefits? If you write this, if you present this, can it benefit the society? Can it benefit the audience too? Does it do anything? Okay, kalau simply rambling aja about humanity and about anti-vaccination nation and that's it. Okay, kita tak nak macam tu. Kita bukan towering Itu bukan towering characteristics. Okay, itu shock sendiri namanya. Alright, so we need you to be able to have that. When Dr. Azan bagi you topik, when Sezul bagi you topik, when Dr. Aina bagi you topik, when Miss Zizi bagi you topik, you straight away think of, kita nak macam tu, you straight away think of, okay, what are the benefits? Kalau I cerita ni, if I write this essay, can it benefit anybody who's reading the essay? If I do this poster, does it benefit anybody who's like looking at the poster? Does it do anything? Does it have, can I make changes? Okay, itu yang kita nak. Kita tak nak simply, okay, Simon buat Simon, okay, siap. Macam tu tak nak. Alright, so the reason why we come up, the reason why we're building this Kak Abu Qori. Nampak tak? Nampak, do you see the importance? The importance of Kak Abu Qori ni, itulah dia. Okay, sebab kita tak nak simply buat Simon. Kalau Simon sekolah anak I pun boleh buat assignment kan. Anybody can do assignments. But we want that. We want to instill the culture of whenever you get a topic, straight away you think of, does this, if I write this, will it benefit orang yang membacanya? Itu yang kita nak. Kita try our very best. Tak susah sebenarnya kan. Alright, it's not. Okay. Sebab changes can be in many forms. Okay, nanti we go through it when I share you the screen. Sekejap ni. If it doesn't appear on your screen, you have to tell me, okay? Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can you see these three people wearing masks?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ilka Abkhari is only a guide. Meaning, okay, macam ni kita encourage that you use this model because it resembles you as the insan, as the genius insan, as a product of genius insan. Okay, as genius insan students, we encourage you to use this presentation model, communication and presentation model. Again, presentation here does not mean oral presentation saja. It means any form of presentation. Alright. Macam saya cakap tadi, it can be apa? It can be in the form of what?
Writing.
Lagi?
Slides.
Ya, video. Lagi apa lagi?
Presentation.
Presentation apa? Oral live presentation. Ya, lagi? Posters, saya cakap tadi kan. You buat posters pun boleh. Kalau boleh, sajak tu pun, kalau boleh come up with that, okay, with the flow pun okay. Tapi sajak kadang kita ada banyak, we need to be, dia punya artistic value in that. So, it's a bit hard for us to use references, okay. Tapi boleh je. There's nothing can stop you from using this. Okay, so I encourage you to use this even when you are out there, when you have done, when you have completed your school, when you have completed from college genius insan, when you are out there during your university years, you still, it would be nice if you can still use this, so that nanti bila Sezul dengan I pergi conference. So nanti bila kita duduk kat conference tu, kita nampak satu presentation yang sangat familiar format dia. Kan tengok macam, siapa nama budak ni? Nama siapa? Firas. Macam familiar. But let's look at the presentation. So the presentation tu kayak kat bawah. Kita pun macam, definitely that is genius insan. Yay. You know, so we want that identity to be shown to the world. Okay, so the reason why we need you and we encourage you to use this model, Ilka Abkhari. Okay, so this is only a model. Tiada paksaan sebenarnya, tapi we encourage you to use this as a guide because we think kenapa kita tak ada simply nak build saja kan. Kita tak ada simply nak build a model, a presentation model saja. There are reasons why we are trying to create, you are trying to build these scholars ni, the Muslim scholars ni. Siapa Muslim scholars?
Saya.
Ya. Alhamdulillah, syukurlah. Yes, you. Okay, kita bukannya simply doing this for nothing. We are trying to build these Muslim scholars. And you, and kita ada harapan yang sangat tinggi. The reason why we are building this. Alright, and then bila kita pergi rata-rata pergi conference ke apa-apa, kita nampak inilah dia Muslim scholars tu, and they are still using Ilka Abkhari. Alright, to present. So ada identity kat situ, ada identity KGI, ada identity USIM kat situ. Okay, anyway, okay. Macam mana cara dia, apa benda yang ada dalam Ilka Abkhari ni? Sebab kita tak apa-apa sure kan, tapi tak apa. Alright, okay. So, what are the steps? How do we move? Alright, when you do your presentation, how do we move? Okay, the perkara yang penting yang you have to know, the most important, the core things about Ilka Abkhari ni, kenapa kita nak buat? Because we believe that all of you have been trained to have those element of inak dalam dada you tu. Dalam dada you tu, you dah ada inak in you. Alright? Sampai you level 1, level 2, dalam dada you tu dah ada inak. Tapi tak ada siapa boleh nampak unless we dissect you and see whether you have those inak in you. So how do we see, how do we observe that you actually have those inak in you? Macam mana? Through your writing, through your speaking. Itu sebenarnya. Okay, kita tahu you ada inak in you. Okay, and that is the core element, the core component dalam USIM, dalam College Jenis Insan. Alright, so but how do we prove that you have those inak? Through your presentation, be it essay, writing or speaking. Okay, kalau tidak kita tak boleh nak prove kat orang. Kalau kita tak tahu mana bendanya, kita tahu semua ada inak. Technically, you will not realize that you have inak in you. Tapi you have been fed, right? You have been fed with all perkara-perkara yang baik ni. You have been fed with all these hadith, with all these Quranic verses. And kadang-kadang you tak perasan macam you sebenarnya you know a lot more. Alright, you know a lot more. Bila I cakap je ada kucing ni, kucing kat rumah I ni. I cakap je kucing, you boleh tahu, dia terus you tahu ayat apa. Okay, I terus boleh quote ayat apa in the Quran that tells us about cat. Alright, okay, hadis mana? Okay, itu inak. Tapi kalau itu tidak dikeluarkan melalui your production skills, that is oral or writing, we will know that you have that in you. All right, so we need to know. And how do we know? Through ini. Itu sebabnya kita nak juga you ikut. Kita encourage you to follow the steps and the elements of Ilqa Al-Bukhari. All right. Okay. Those who are not familiar with Ilqa Al-Bukhari, these are the steps. Okay, if these are the steps. Kita ada 6 steps, kita ada 6 elements of Ilqa Al-Bukhari. Okay, kita kalau you tengok kat sini, futuristic will be the introduction. No, bukan will. Futuristic is the introduction. Alright, and reflective is the conclusion. They have to be where they are. Futuristic has to be at the very beginning of your presentation. In essay writing, in posters, in your videos or presentation, they have to be where they are. Futuristic mula-mula, reflective will be at the end. That is mandatory. Alright? Okay. Kalau you tengok TED Talk dia akan mula dengan time juga. Tapi TED Talk dia normally most of the talks yang kita tengok, kalau kita kumpul, kita tengok dia corpus dia, TED Talk will begin with time. Dia akan cerita pasal dia, masa perkara yang dah lepas, ataupun dia cerita sekarang. But kita, Ilqa Al-Bukhari, we want you to think of what's in the future. Alright, kita tak nak you tengok apa berlaku sekarang, not yet. We want you to look at the future first. Okay, tak apa, kita go through the steps first ya. Kita number 1, kita futuristic, and then alamiah, and then muasirah, and then innovative, followed by inak, and we ends with reflective. Walaupun di dalam kotak ni, sebab kenapa kita letak dalam kotak? Because these elements can be anywhere actually in the body. Alright, you can have inak first, you can have muasirah dulu ke, alright, and then you can have alamiah, and then you have innovative. Tapi at the very beginning of using Ilqa Al-Bukhari, we want you, it's a must, because we just want to, you need to familiarize yourself first with the elements, So you need to follow strictly dia punya stages, dia punya steps, dia punya flow. So this is how it goes: futuristic, and then we go alamiah, and then we go mu'asirah, and then we go innovative, inak, and then we go reflective. Okay, again, we start with futuristic, and then we go alamiah, and then we go to mu'asirah. Next step is innovative, and then we go to inak, and then we go to reflective to end our presentation. Okay, we need to follow these steps. Once you are comfortable using your kapkari, then you can have this interspersed anywhere in the body ni. You can have this anywhere. You can have inak ke, tak kisah. Alright, tapi at the very beginning, we are in the process of familiarizing ourselves with the elements. We follow strictly the steps, yeah. Futuristic, alamiah, muasirah, innovative, inak, reflective. Okay. Alright. So far, any question? Apa alamiah muasirah tu, Dr. Maira? Nanti I cuba beritahu you. Okay, but so far, do you have any question?
No.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I need to tell you all this because you need to, we need to give you the reasons. We need to share with you the reasons why you have to use all these elements in your presentation. Okay, kenapa futuristic at the very beginning? Okay, sebab kita nak bagi you full liberty to be as creative as possible. So when you talk about the future, there's no right or wrong answer. Nobody knows what's the future like. So we are trying to expand your perspective. Okay, talking about the future, macam I kata, the nature of futuristic is uncertainty. You don't know what's in the future. And from there, kita boleh nampak your creativity or how you foresee things. All right, how do you imagine the future? All right, macam kata tadi, TED Talk, the common ones, when they begin their presentation, dia akan cerita about the present and about the past. Tapi kita akan tengok what's in the future to begin our presentation. Ingat essay pun kita try to foresee what's in the future. Kita bagi topik macam tadi, humanity and anti-vaccination nation contoh. So you fikir in the future kalau we have anti-vaccination nation, like we have like 80% population who reject vaccination, what will happen in the future in 10 years time? Cuba fikir, what will happen in 10 years time?
No vaccine?
Kalau tak ada vaksin, kita ada sekarang ni, okay, this is the topic I'm giving you, right? Humanity and anti-vaccination nation. Vaccination nation yang menolak vaccines. Alright, so kita nak cerita pasal the nation. Maknanya nation tu ramai. Okay, nation means a lot of people. Okay, they can build a country. Alright, with the word nation itself. So you can imagine if we have a nation who rejects vaccines, what will happen in 10 years time?
Mampuslah dia orang.
Kita yang tak ada. Kita yang mampus. We don't have. Yeah, there will be no more Homo sapiens. In 10 years time, semua dah tak ada. Kita kiok semua ni dah tak ada in 10 years time. Okay, so you can give that as a futuristic statement. Kata imagine if there are like 80% of us who reject vaccine. Okay, can you imagine what happened in 10 years time? There will no be a single human being. You can say that. Okay, nobody knows that it's going to be true or not. Itu yang menunjukkan that you are creative. Itu kita nak bagi you liberty. Kita nak bagi you freedom, liberty and freedom to be as creative as possible. Alright, so okay, back to the slide. So when you okay, since the nature of futuristic is uncertainty, kita tak sure what's going to happen. It interests you to imagine the future, which is realized through your observations of the past. So when these two combines, it will direct you to take precise actions and steps to solve the problems of the present. So when we talk about the anti-vaxxers. Okay, so kita dah tengok dah kan macam okay, in the future kalau dah the whole nation dah tak nak, dah reject vaccines. Okay, so how do we solve the problem now? Okay, so kita boleh fikir okay macam mana kita solve. In the past, kita tengok balik in the past, what did people do? Okay, to make sure that the to influence the anti-vaxxers that they should take vaccines. So kita tengok the past. So this will direct us to solving the present problem. Okay, but anyway, when you talk about the future, when you give a statement talking about the future, that will definitely hook your audience. All right, so it becomes a presentation hook. Presentation hook kan? Oh, kalau you present, listen Okay, you nak present ni? Okay. Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dania Kirana and I am going to present about the title of my presentation is apa tadi? Humanity and the anti-vaccination nation. Okay, let me give you definition. Humanity means blah 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 blah. Seminit orang semua dah tidur. Tak sampai seminit lah. About 20 seconds when you start your presentation with definitions, kita semua dah tidur. Lagi-lagi kat depan komputer because you are doing it through videos presentation kan. Kita semua dah tidur. Alright, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we begin with our foreseeing of what the future is going to be. Okay, my name is Dania Kirana and I am presenting a short video entitled Humanity and Anti-Vaccination Nation. Imagine in 10 years' time, there will not be a single human being on earth. The reason why, macam tu kan. So you are hooking the audience daripada terus bagi definition tadi. Alright? Betul tak? Does that interest your audience if you do that?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so the reason why we want you to start with futuristic. Kalau you tanya kenapa nak kena start with futuristic, that is the reason why. Alright? And besides, it also gives the audience some ideas on what your presentation is all about. Okay. Once kita dah bagi a picture of the future to the audience, barulah kita start dengan kita punya problem statement. Alright, alamiah tu maknanya global. Alright, alamiah tu maknanya global. So when you talk about a problem, a statement problem, you have to look at the problem globally. Mungkin problem itu local. Okay, contohnya, I'm giving you a problem, a statement problem. Dr. Myra has been spending her money, wasting her money on Food Panda. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Myra is spending and wasting her money on Food Panda. That is a problem. Tapi kita nampak problem tu very local. Okay, what would be the reason? What would be the reason Dr. Myra ni suka sangat spend duit on Food Panda?
Dr. Myra malas masak.
Betul. Betul. Okay, betul. Okay, so apa lagi?
Just duduk rumah je, tak payah kalau tak payah nak bungkus pergi restoran ke apa. Duduk rumah.
Exactly. I don't want to go out. Okay, I don't want to go out. I just want to stay at home and just wait for Food Panda to come and bagi makan. Macam tu kan. Itu pun satu bermalas juga tu. Lagi-lagi, any more? that is very local, The way you see things are now very local. Very local, very specific.
Dr. Maira lapar.
Dr. Maira lapar pun local juga. Kita globalkan dia. Kita globalkan problem tu. What is the cause for...
Masa doktor tu buat benda lain.
Sebab Dr. Maira busy buat benda lain. Lagi anymore, that is also local. What is the cause for Dr. Maira to...
The COVID-19 pandemic.
Very good. The COVID-19 pandemic. I don't want to go out, and that problem is actually a global problem. Do you see that? So you look at the global problem. So what caused a person to keep spending their money buying Food Panda? Because of this pandemic. So you look at it as global. Tapi tak kisah, you boleh je solve the problem Dr. Maira malas masak. That is local. Tapi when you look at problem, it has to be global, because we are trying to, whatever that the presentation that we're doing, kita nak try benefit the whole world, the whole society. Alright? So whatever your answers are all correct. Tapi when it comes to coming up with a problem statement tu, you think of a wider, you kena buka minda and think of the global problem. Okay, kalau kita nak cakap Dr. Maira banyak kerja, ada orang lain tak banyak kerja. Ada orang lain tak banyak kerja tapi still order Food Panda. So benda tu very local, very kecil. Okay, so kita punya cost tu because of the pandemic. So we want it to be global. So in culturing, the global mindset must be nurtured in you. Yeah, you young Muslim scholars, kita kena nak nurture that global mindset. Tak adalah you tengok benda so kecil. Everything kadang-kadang dia punya masalah tu besar and global, and that is what you need to try to solve. Alright, so the alamiah concept, tak payah baca yang tu, elements are emphasized in material, tak apa. Okay, so you need to see a problem globally, which is having a mind and characteristic of questioning things out of the ordinary. You question things, benda yang out of ordinary. Okay, yeah. When you tell me that, okay, I believe Food Panda because I malas masak, that is very small. Okay, you are not questioning things as wide as possible. Tapi tak salah kan? Okay, just to tell you that they are not wrong at all. Those are betul. Alright. Tapi again, we want you to be global when it comes to thinking, though. Alright. Understand through various perspectives. Memang you bagi tadi various perspectives, tapi what are the global issue here? Alright, respect harmony in difference, and who is accountable in every action. So maknanya when you come up with something, you are accountable, you are responsible for whatever that your statement is. Alright, therefore, problem statement of the topic presented should take into account the effect that is for the good of mankind. Okay, again macam kata tadi, even though it's local, tapi you need to think globally. Okay, nanti saya bagi you contoh macam mana nak buat statement of problem kejap lagi ada dia punya cara-cara dia, and also we have prepared a guidebook for you to follow. Tak kata follow, macam ni nak kata, itu examples, the wordings tu examples. You can use your own wordings. Alright. So again, going back, what is alamiah? Ialah cuma statement of problem. Okay, one statement problem. Bermula you cerita pasal you give the audience the future about the future, your perspective on the future, your opinion what's going to happen in the future, and then you come back. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, so we have the anti-vaxxers. That is the problem now. So you come up with a statement on that anti-vaxxers. Okay, alright. Okay, and then we have muasirah. Okay, let's say you kata the humanity and anti-vaccination nation tadi kan. Alright. So kita pun bagilah kita punya statement of problem, that anti-vaccination nation. Kenapa agaknya? I tanya you all. Kenapa people reject vaccines?
Diorang mungkin macam tak tahu benda yang sebenar yang terkandung dalam vaksin, lepas tu diorang main buat assumption sendiri. Yang main effort.
Alright,
Mati.
okay. Dia
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 superstitious.
orang takut mati.
okay, superstitious, takut mati. They make their own assumptions, they do not read. Okay, so itu adalah you punya, somebody saying something?
Misinformed.
Misinformed. Okay, so maybe those are the reasons why, so you can have that. Okay, so that is your statement of problem. You kata the anti-vaccination nation rejects vaccine because of all that you have said. Alright? Tapi itu you cakap. You came up with that problem statement. Itu you cakap. Ada support tak? Ini masa itulah muasirah datang. So muasirah is your support ataupun whatever that you have read that is valid to substantiate your opinion tadi tu. Yang you kata dia orang ni suka assume. Alright, so they are misinformed. Siapa cakap? So lepas tu bila you baca newspapers, okay, any information from the net for example, then you can support, you kata tadi, okay, this is because according to newspaper dated, according to berita harian dated bla bla, the anti-vaxxers are misinformed on this bla bla bla. You know, kita ada backup, kita boleh bagi a valid statement to support you punya opinion tadi tu. Basically your problem statement tadi is your opinion kan. Alright, so muasirah is the one that helps you to support your statement yang tadi. Okay, but how do you support it? Itulah dia, you kena betul-betul pilih yang valid journals for example. Alright, you kena support using a reliable sources, reliable sources. Kalau you dapat daripada Wikipedia je tak valid tu. Alright, sebab wiki tu orang boleh people can meddle people can change the information there. Alright, so you get some reliable sources. You tak boleh simply main ambil je according to some Tom, Dick and Harry siapa-siapa kan, tak boleh. You need to get some sources yang macam journals, sebab journals tu research. Okay, people have done research, so you can get that findings ataupun that information from that journal to support your assumption, bukan assumption, your problem statement tadi, your opinion tadi tu dekat alamiah tadi. Alright, so far clear tak? Clear tak?
Very clear.
Clear tu.
Okay,
Absolutely clear.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so again kita baca, kita go through this like element of muasirah is an important ilka abkari criterion or element that can demonstrate your ability to think critically and to evaluate information. Macam saya kata tadi lah, when you go through nak support you punya opinion tadi tu, you pergi kat wiki. Masa tu lah you evaluate wiki ni okey ke tak. Okay, kalau dia tak okay, please do not take that to substantiate your problem statement tadi. Alright, so facts and information are to reinforce your futuristic and alamiah elements presented in the oral or written presentation. Okay, basically when you have started to give solution pun, you can use muasirah to support. Muasirah tu maknanya to support je lah kan. You baca something, sources, and then you support. That is muasirah. Okay, and it must be relevant and up to date. Kita tak nak yang 20 tahun punya research you ambil, you support. No, tak boleh. Okay, kan 20 tahun dulu mana ada laptop, mana ada phone swipe. Okay, we don't have these phones dulu kita tekan-tekan. Alright, so kita tak boleh pakai the 20 years back punya information to support whatever your opinions, your perspective in your alamiah. Alright, so this criterion is important to ensure your deep understanding on the subject or topic read. When you do muasirah, it means you need to do a lot of reading, betul tak? Sebab macam tadi you dah tengok, alamak wiki tak best lah, tak boleh nak support, wiki tak valid. So you go for other sources. Bila go for other sources, maknanya you read a lot. you Google on that topic, you read a lot. Maknanya you are very well read on the topic. You are very well versed. So bila I talk about anti-vaccination nation, you straight away kata, okay, I know about it because I've read, I've gone through a lot of reading materials in relation to that topic tadi tu. Kan sebab nak cari tadi sebab wiki tak okay. But perhaps the second reading you baca macam tak okay lagi. So you go to the next one, So it means that when it comes to muasirah, you need to read. Okay, in order to back up your alamiah tadi tu, the problem statement. Okay, so this process also allow you to learn and develop your intellectual work ethic in reading, searching and making conclusion. So, kenapa work ethic in reading? Kenapa academic work ethic is important? Sebab boleh je you tipu kan kalau you nak substantiate your tu. Tapi we don't want that to happen, right? So kat situ kita kena be very sincere with yourself because you are ni semua ni mencari ilmu kan. So you should not tweak any information lah just to make your papers best. Okay, just to make your presentation superb, you tweak lah the information. Kalau orang tu tak cakap macam tu dalam dia punya journal tapi you tukar. Right? So tak boleh. So that is also ethic when you are finding information, right? Okay, and the reason why you have to read a bit more, tak boleh satu atau dua saja when it comes to substantiating your alamiah tadi, problem statement. Alright, the next one is innovative. Okay, kita pun dah back our problem statement. Mula kita bagi futuristic tadi. Lepas tu kita pun come up with our problem statement. This is a problem. Okay, that anti-vaccination nation ni they have lots of assumption and they are misinformed semua tu. Alright, so kita pun support. Kita kata okay, according to this, according to New Straits Times dated blah blah blah. Anti-vaccination nations are prone to not accepting vaccines because of blah 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 blah, which support your alamiah tadi. Okay, lepas tu now apa cara you untuk solve that problem of anti-vaccination tadi? Itu apa cara you nak solve that problem?
Kena ajar dia, kena suruh dia membaca lebih.
Luaskan tentang vaksin ni sebenarnya bagus untuk badan. Kat media sosial boleh lagi luas.
Bagi tahu tentang benefit dia.
Tapi semua tu tak new lah. I rasa macam dia biasa je baca. Apa lagi?
Kita kena create a more accessible way or more interesting way so people are more attracted to read it and understand it, and we have to kita kena hilangkan stigma tu lah.
Okay, what are the ways? Those are the things that we want to think about.
Kita bagi denda kat orang yang tak vaksin ni.
Okay, itu orang dah buat ke belum?
Untuk yang
overseas dah buat
yang
dah.
anti-vax.
Okay, overseas dah buat Okay, maknanya tu tak new. Firas, that is not a new thing. Okay, so you have to come up with more innovative ideas. Apa yang orang tak buat lagi? Apa lagi? So kalau you are talking about interesting ways on how to attract these anti-vaxxers to get vaccinated, so what are the interesting ways? Okay, setakat macam kita spread news, kita spread awareness semua tu.
We can make a literal theme park based on vaccine.
Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay, lagi bagi duit, orang dah buat tak bagi duit? Kita bagi insentif. Bagi insentif to those who vaccinate. Yang mana yang betul-betul tegar anti-vaxxers ni kan. Kita bagi duit. Tapi itu pun macam dah, I'm not sure whether people, there must be a cons, negative effects kalau you take up that idea. Alright, so these are the things when it comes to innovative. Alright, so kita tak nak ideas yang dah lapuk tu, kita nak yang baru. Innovative is an important criterion in demonstrating your ability to solve problem through novel methods. What does it mean by novel kat situ?
New.
New.
Okay, bukan buku Novel means new, the latest, using latest technology, new thinking skills as an added value to the existing ideas. Macam tadi lah, kita dah ada idea. Alright, we want to attract them. Okay, but what are the ways to attract them? Kita dah ada idea, kita punya idea ialah kita nak attract these anti-vaxxers. But what are the ways to? That is using latest technology, new thinking skill, new novel methods. Those are the ones. So it is allow you to be innovative. Okay, and allowing you to be innovative will enable you to solve whatever problems arise in the future. Trust me, if you are trained to do this, in the future you will have no problem. Okay, sebab in the future pun kita ada, kat sini I tulis, this criterion is highly significant in presentation or writing, as it trains you to face the world of VUCA. Have you heard of VUCA before? The future world penuh dengan volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity. So
Tak pernah.
tak pernah. Okay, nanti you Google apa VUCA tu. Bila in the future nanti, there might be, I'm giving you my future thoughts. In the future, like 20 years to go, orang akan pekerjaan tak ada, there will not be fixed pekerjaan, pekerjaan nanti will be problem based. So you will be hired because there is a problem with A. You will be hired because there's a problem with B. So you will be hired because of problem based. Faham tak? So by training you to be able to solve problems, by giving you this training, nanti bila in the future nanti any problem that occurs, insyaAllah you will know how to tackle those problems and give the solutions to those problems. This is all training, this is all cognitive training ni. Macam mana nak bagi kreatif. Okay, macam tadi kita kata tadi, okay, how do you solve problem with anti-vaxxers? Okay, macam-macam kita bagi, tapi what would be the most effective things? What would be the most effective? Kita gali. This is what we want you to do, to experience the training of menggali apa benda, the most effective solution to things. So in the future that we are not sure what's going to happen, itulah yang akan terjadi. Maybe kita tak ada dah engineer ke, lecturers pun tak ada. Alright, so nanti dia akan jadi macam, pekerjaan tu jadi macam problem based saja. Anybody can solve this, you are hired. Anybody can solve this, you are hired. Alright, kalau you tak boleh solve, you duduklah rumah, tak ada kerja. So kita tak nak, kita takut those things. It might not happen again. Ni kan futuristic. Okay, it might not happen. Okay, but who knows? Okay, but there's a big possibility that thing's going to happen. So in order for us to train, it's our job to train you to become problem solvers in any situation that you're facing. And bukan saja problem solver, but you solve it effectively. Okay, you boleh solve benda tu. Okay, you boleh solve something, tapi sampai pukul 8 malam je, lepas tu dia jadi balik. Kan? So that is not effective problem solvers, yeah. So we are trying to train you to become, you nampak tak berapa tingginya kita punya hope on all of you ni. We have very high hopes on you children. Stress ke children kalau I cakap gitu?
Rasa pressure.
Rasa apa sayang? Pressure?
Sure.
You feel pressured? Janganlah rasa pressure. You feel special. Feel special. Please feel special. Please feel that you are somebody you can change the world to the better. Alright? You have to feel that. Okay. You bukan macam anak-anak I kat rumah ni. You are special. You are the selected ones. Alright? So you have to think that. You have to think that we lecturers, kita kadang-kadang kita bukan nak kata abandon kan, we have to put more efforts on all of you because you are a bunch of special children that we are trying to mold into becoming something. Okay? So kena rasa special tu. And being special, you need to do a lot more things. You tak boleh, sekolah mainstream tak akan ada iqra berkari. Itu je you kena fikir. Alright. Okay, mana tadi? Allowing student. Okay, for iqra berkari there is tapi bila you come up with innovation, alright, you come up with solution, kita orang Islam, kita berpegang kepada being Muslims. Alright, and tidak kita kena ikut syariah. Alright, so let's say lah kalau you bagi duit tadi kan, kita punya idea nak bagilah duit kat anti-vaxxers ni. Adakah itu mengikut, adakah itu syariah compliant children?
Rasuah tu.
Rasuah kan? So, rasuah. Okay, rasuah tu. Okay, tak boleh. So kita kena script that out. Right? Okay, that is not part of the innovation that we want to come up with. Alright, so those are the things when we talk about innovative. Okay, next ialah inak. Okay, as I said earlier, you can actually use inak. Siapa tak tahu inak? I tanya siapa tahu. Siapa yang tak tahu inak tu apa? Ada tak lagi yang tak tahu inak? Asal satu, do you know what inak is?
Tahu.
Yes, integrasi nakli and akli.
Alhamdulillah. Integrasi nakli and akli. What is nakli and akli?
Akli ni
Al-Quran.
daripada akal. Nakli daripada akal.
Betul,
Nakli
okey.
Bagi akal.
Alhamdulillah. Okey, akli tu daripada kita punya knowledge, kita punya knowledge yang kita baca semua. Nakli ialah daripada Al-Quran, hadis. Okay, so we have to combine those. Kita tak boleh hidup kalau tak ada these two. Alright, kita tak boleh. Basically what we are doing, kita based on kehidupan kita. Kalau kita tak berteraskan Al-Quran, kita tak tahu jadi apa. Kan? Betul tak? Kita berteraskan Al-Quran, kita jadi macam ni. Alhamdulillah. Alright, orang yang tak berteraskan Al-Quran dah gantung kat mana-mana, kat jambatan dah. Betul tak? Alright, so we need that. We need that inak. And this is actually the core component of Iqra al-Bukhari. Okay, when I say that it's a core component, it can be anywhere sebenarnya. Okay, dalam muasirah pun masa you nak support tadi punya alamiah, you boleh je bubuh inak. Boleh je, no problem. Alright, ataupun you dah come up with innovation. You kata, okay, kita punya innovation ialah kita akan attract the anti-vaxxers. Kita buat a nice park, and then we call them to come, and then we inject them. Okay, I tak tahu macam ni nak buat kan. Itu. Okay, tapi kita lepas tu kita support lah dengan apa yang dalam Al-Quran. Dia tak ada dalam Al-Quran kata yang there is a subtle way on attracting people to go for the for the benefits of everybody, macam tu ke, ada apa-apa kan. So boleh je dekat innovation tadi tambah inak. Okay, so what is inak? Like muasirah, macam muasirah kan, muasirah kita ambil from journals, from other sources. Tapi kalau inak, element prove the ability of you to think critically. Sebab you tak boleh simply ambil apa-apa je dalam Quran. Alright, you have to evaluate the information dalam Quran tu, the verses tu, whether the verses tu valid ke, reliable ke for cerita kita nak buat park tadi, macam tu. Alright, so based on the Quran and Hadith are translated as amplifier and references for your subjects and topics presented. So again, sebabkan kita punya teras kehidupan kita kan ayat Al-Quran. So kita nak try ambil ayat Al-Quran tu and cakap. Kita tak boleh question kan the words of Allah. So jadi kita ambil ayat tu, kita amplify. Muasirah tadi daripada New Straits Times tadi, you can just like sweep it away, sweep it under the carpet ke apa ke. Okay, tapi kita akan lebih amplified kita punya statement when you have the verses of the Quran. Okay, so the reason why inak itu ialah core untuk kita punya presentation. Therefore, in delivery of oral and written presentation using vocabulary, inak element can be interspersed within the presentation. Macam kata tadi, can be anywhere sebenarnya. You can have 2-3. You tak adalah satu seketul jinak, tak kisahlah kalau you ada seketul jinak kat dalam presentation tu. Tapi you can have 2-3 inaks anywhere. Alright? So inak is a core element of Ilka Abukari that represents our curriculum, okay, IJIT curriculum, but also USIM. Okay, macam kita punya TMC, NC semua kata memang kalau nak tengok inak, you pergi KGI lah. Tapi inak kau semua dalam dada, macam ni kita nak keluarkan? Ilka Abukari is the answer. Right? Okay. Okay, last kali, dah kumpat dah. Last kali, reflective. Okay, reflective is the end. At the end of your presentation, at the end of your writing, you need to reflect. Okay, kenapa kita suruh you reflect? Ini adalah perkara yang paling susah untuk gifted and talented learners. Sebab budak-budak genius je you all ni. You have very high self-esteem. Betul tak? Betul tak high self-esteem?
Yes.
Yes. Betul. Kadang-kadang you cakap you tak ada high self-esteem, but you actually have. Okay, kalau kita tengok you punya yang kita buat the questionnaire the other day kan, semua macam I tengok je, semua macam tak confident. Tapi bila bercakap, confidence level like very high. Okay, but on paper you tulis tak confidence. I pun tak faham kenapa. Kan? So you're not aware of that. You are not aware of that. You have very high self-esteem semua. Tapi when it comes to reflective, kadang-kadang bila very high self-esteem, bila kita tegur nanti you marah. So the reflection is actually to balance everything. What is that? What is that?
10 pagi hingga 6:30 petang.
She forgot to tutup her mic.
What is that? 10 pagi hingga 6 petang.
Digital dari Digi Business, digitalisasi dan integrasi dari penjana dan Digi. Jom semak terma dan syarat
Macam mana nak buat tu?
di sini. Pastikan anda memahami.
Okay. Alright, okay. Are we clear? Alright, okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, so from futuristic up to inak tadi, there are so many cognitive processes going on. Okay, and it tested all your intelligence ability. Okay, but at the end of the presentation, kita nak balance it out. Okay, kita nak balance your emotion. So dalam Ilka Abukari, Ilka Abukari ni bukan hanya a guide for you to present, but Ilka Abukari ni sebenarnya adalah satu model yang akan membantu you, akan membangunkan you untuk jadi a Muslim scholar tau. Alright, so when you do this, imagine you imagine semua assignment you buat macam ni. Imagine semua assignment you are betul lama-lama you are very comfortable and bila dah tak payah tengok carta tadi tu dah. You terus you dah tahu dah apa nak buat kan. So lama-lama it trains you to be a balanced, gifted and talented child. Okay, sebab when we talk about reflective, it's we testing. You akan belajar untuk take a step back and think critically about what you have shared. Apa yang aku cerita pasal anti-vaxxers ni betul ke tak? Am I like, does it benefit people? You know, the story I'm sharing, does it benefit people? Alright. So we want you to do that. We want you to, to take a step back and think balik. So what was, you fikir balik, macam mana the process that you did tadi? The process to come up with this presentation, macam mana pula? Topik tu apa pula macam tu tau. So we want you to have that emotion where you actually feel the presentation tu, rather than giving the presentation per se, getting it done, getting it completed. Tapi we want you to feel, what is it about? What have I shared? Remember that you are accountable of what you have written or what you have presented. So kita nak you you fikir balik, alright? So in ilqa abqari, reflective in oral presentation is in the form of interaction with the audience. Kalau you buat live presentation, macam ada your seniors dulu kan, kita I tak ingat contoh nama dia. Alright, so by right kena ada question Q&A session, question and answer with the audience, so that when people ask you questions, you boleh reflect balik. Itu kalau live presentation. Kalau video, you kena include kan dia. Kalau you buat video presentation kan, public speaking for example, you kena include kan your reflection. What do you think about the topic? Does it benefit people? Who does it benefit to? What does it do? What can it do in the future? You know, you have to think it balik. Okay, what have you gone through in getting this project done or getting the presentation done? Itu semua kena masuk dalam reflection. Alright, so reflective is in the form of a review as the conclusion of your presentation when you're writing or when you do video presentation. Alright, so reflective thinking, building and fostering reflective thinking is very important, especially for you, because they are related to your emotions. You know, reflective thinking is very related to your emotion. Okay, sebab itulah dia. Macam you dah high self esteem, you turun balik, you tengok balik, betul tak apa dia you buat ni. Reflective thinking requires your self disclosure. Okay, masa tu you will open up yourself. Kalau kita buat live presentation, masa tu lah you nak kena hentam dengan audience kan. Kalau tak betul ke, masa tu lah you kena ada, you have to open up and accept what the audience think about your presentation, and express or to express your honest feelings in writing. Okay? At this very end, you need to be honest lah. All right, in terms of what do you think of the topic? What do you think of your ideas? Through ilqa abqari, your unstable emotional equilibrium of you being gifted and talented will be controlled, turning into a stable discipline of emotions, improving your potential. Kita nak kena ada balance kan? Alright, so when you're doing reflective, it actually balance you out, right? Okay, these are the examples. Ini cuma macam kata tadi, examples of the phrases, the phrases of what you should write, but you can write in any way you like. Alright, macam tadi, okay, futuristic elements, description of how you see the issue discussed in the future. You boleh start with, imagine that in the year, what if, imagine if you are, think of what happened, macam tu. So you begin with that. You can begin with that, or you can have your own. Alright, so ini I bagi example, a few examples here. Okay, so problem statement tu you bagi tahu lah what is the current situation, okay, what are the problems need to be solved, just in the simple statement. Macam tadi lah, you kata tadi, okay, the anti-vaccine nations are not rejecting vaccines because they are misinformed. That is a problem statement, right? Okay, so muasirah tadi ialah you back up, right? You substantiate your points tadi, yang punya opinion tadi tu. Alright, so justifying, menggunakan apa-apa facts ataupun sources yang ada. Innovative is your solution, you give recommendation. Okay, talking about innovation, the other day we gave your level 1 abang-abang kakak you punya assignment. Kita buat they have to design a personal transporter. So innovation can also be an idea, ataupun dia nak come up with a prototype pun boleh, tak kisah. So when I talk about innovation, boleh it can be in a form of concept, ataupun it can be in a form of ideas, recommendations, or it can be something that is tangible, benda yang boleh pegang. Okay, up to you. It all depends on your presentation, on the topic that you have received from your lecturers. Yeah. Clear clear yang tu innovation tu clear
Clear.
Okay.
Doktor.
Alright. Okay. So and then kita ada inak yang tadi tu. So you boleh cakap macam according to Quran, to the Al-Quran surah verse apa. Okay, this has been proven in the Al-Quran apa-apa 1400 years ago, blah blah blah. The Prophet Muhammad SAW once narrated. Those are the phrases that you can use when you're doing inak. Right, okay, reflective. You describe the impacts. Kalau live presentation, Q&A session. Kalau you buat review, poster, essay, audio, learning portfolio, review, letter, idea pitching, semua tu, you have to describe the reflection, the impacts of the topic on you, ataupun the process of the presentation tu on you. Alright. Okay, I think that's about it. Have fun trying out Ilka in your work. Okay, so
Doctor, may I see the previous slide, please?
the previous slide. Ni.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, everybody, do you have any question? Okay, am I being very clear about what I am presenting?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely clear.
Okay. So how do you feel about doing Ilka Abkari in your presentation now? Do you feel that it is doable?
Yeah.
It helps us.
It's very helpful actually because we have a guideline. We're
Alhamdulillah.
not everywhere.
All right, okay. Kejap don't forget to fill in your attendance kat tepi tu. Kejap. Sezul ada kat sini ke?
Ada.
Zul. Okay, do you want to add anything ke Zul?
I think the explanation given was very clear.
Okay, Alhamdulillah.
If I'm not sure whether are we supposed to share with them the guideline? I mean the book that you have.
Yes.
So maybe what we can do is to give them the guidebook. Then for foundation 2, then I can just like recap with them what you have presented today.
Okay. So what we can do, I can just like paste the link dalam kita punya Telegram tu. Right? So that everybody can have a look at it. Can use it as a guidebook. Alright. Okay. So Dr. Ainul ada ke? Dr. Ainul? Tak ada Okay. Right. Anyway, anything that you want to ask me? Is there anything that you want me to clarify? Ada yang tak sure ke apa ke?
Doktor sihat, Doktor.
Yes. Sorry?
Doktor sihat.
Alhamdulillah. Do I look sick? Alhamdulillah.
Doctor.
Yes.
Are you at home?
Yes, I am. Kenapa? Yeah. Yes, I am.
Doktor tunjuklah snake, doktor.
I'm not here. Not on this platform. No. Then you're not here. Nanti later lah. Tunggu dia besar lagi.
Doctor,
Yes.
for the future assessments will be kita orang buat nanti, the rubric will be based on the Ilka Abkari, is it?
The what? Sorry?
The rubric of the assessment, will it include Ilka Abkari also?
I am hoping that other lecturers are giving you the assignments that you have to follow. So the I tak sebut format tau, that model. But if it is not stated clearly in the instruction, you may ask your lecturer whether you can have it done using Ilka Abkari, right? Tapi since it is an accepted model for college jenis insan, you are supposed to use it. I mean, there is no questions not using it. Faham tak? So you should use it, right? Sebab I think everybody macam ni lah, I'm giving you an example lah. Kalau mathematics you tak boleh lah buat kan. Tiba-tiba you tanya lecturer, Dr. Moon ke Dr. Ita, kena buat ikat Bukhari ke? Mathematics ni, how do I write? So you have to tengoklah whether kalau macam language ataupun sejarah, BM, kejap boleh. I'm having session. You're recording? Kejap je. Almost done. Okay, so where was I? So kalau macam sejarah, Quran Sunnah ke, all that, I think you can implement, you can use it Bukhari in your assignment. But whatever it is, you need to ask your lecturer, tanya dia whether you can use Bukhari ke tidak ke. Alright, tapi again, it is an accepted model, and by right, kalau you tanya ibu pun, ibu will ask you to do that. Will ask you to follow ataupun do your assignment using that model. Right? Am I answering your question, Awati?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Any more question? You.
Kawan saya tanya, macam mana nak masukkan Bukhari dalam video?
Macam nak masukkan?
Tahu kawan saya tanya.
Kalau you punya, tengoklah topik apa you punya video tu. Let's say you have a public speaking assignment. Okay, and lecturer you kata, okay, you have to produce a video based on certain topic. Macam mana? Kalau contohnya lah macam physics lah. Kalau physics ni, lecturer kata, okay, you have to come up with macam tadi lah, macam personal transporter, describe the personal transporter using the using this formula bla 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 bla, macam tu kan. Alamak, macam ni nak buat ikat Bukhari, macam tu kan. So you have to you start lah dengan futuristic about personal transporter. So and then alamiah, what is the problem with the personal transporter nowadays? What is the problem with the transportation in Malaysia nowadays? What is the problem with the transportation the whole world? Apa masalah dia yang you nak kena come up with your personal transporter tu? Kan, sebab tajuk dia personal transporter tadi. Alright, lepas tu you masuk, so you cakap lah, you kata, kita dah tak ada banyak elektrik, we are short of petroleum, we short of petrol, we are short of gas. We can no longer get all those resources. Okay, kita dah tak ada dah, kita dah out of it dah. Alright, so we need to come up with a new way of giving energy to our vehicles. Alright, so apa cara dia? Apa cara dia? So kita pun katalah kita pakai solar powered. So kita pun letaklah solar plate tu dekat kita punya personal transporter. Itu kita punya innovation. Okay, orang semua letak solar plate tu ke atas transporter. Itu dah biasa kan? Kalau kereta-kereta ke letak solar plate tu, tapi kita letak kat tepi. Okay, kenapa kita letak kat tepi? Adakah itu more effective? That has not been done yet. Putting the side of your kereta. Dah tak kena matahari kan. Tapi kenapa nak letak kat tepi? Nampak tak? So dia punya flow tu ikutlah ke Bukhari. You get, am I clear? Are you clear on that? Clear ke tadi?
Boleh.
So there are all Iqra Bukhari tu, it's a very general model. You can apply that model in any form. Macam kata tadi, dalam poster pun boleh. Poster pun dia tulislah futuristic in the future. You don't have to mention the word alamiah. Tak tahu. Lupa nak cerita. You do not have to mention the word alamiah, muasirah. Those are only steps. Those are not subtopics. No. Sebab I cakap. I don't imagine you all nanti kalau poster dia tulis futuristic, muasirah, alamiah, innovative. No. Okay, So you can just have a statement of the future kat atas sekali dalam poster tu. Lepas tu you tulis your problem statement. What are we facing at this very moment? Okay, the problem we are facing, you buat the second statement. Lepas tu kat bawah tu innovation you ataupun apa yang support alamiah kan? Apa yang support. Tapi you do not have to write the word alamiah. You do not have to write the word enough. You just come up with the verses. Okay, it's just that the flow should be there. Ataupun masa video tu pun you tak adalah macam okay, Assalamualaikum, my name is Zania Kirana and I am going to present a presentation entitled blah 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 blah. Futuristic. Alamiah. No, we are not going to do that. No, that is only guidelines. All right? Are you clear? I takut tiba suspend pula. Okay ke? Clear tak?
Clear.
Right, okay. Okay. Alright, alhamdulillah. Okay, so if you have any question, you can just text me. I am 24/7 available. Alright. Okay. So ada soalan lagi? Kalau tak ada, we can stop now.
Stop je lah kot.
Okay, alright. Okay, so alhamdulillah kita tutup dengan tasbih kifarah. And
Surah Al-As.
Surah Al-As. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.